In there at the knees. Strike one. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers take this one in a blowout.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
So 2 down, Theodore Cooper up now for the Mets. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Out to center. Parra in position and makes the grab. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 1 and the Rangers coming to bat. Bottom of the second. Now here is Pete Alonso. The Mets looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Swing and a ball popped up. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Jake. Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Theodore Cooper.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Corrals it. 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper.
Cooper.
Dunning back to work. That's in there. That's strike 1. On a line out towards center. Squeezes it. And there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Bunting, and it's in the air. And there's 1 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player. Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Cooper at the plate now. That's ball 1. Morgan, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, Second base.
Man at first, nobody out. Jose Altuve up now for the Mets. Runner on the move to the right side. Alonso takes it himself. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon.
One out. Runner at second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Cooper over at second. One down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's two down. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. And the inning is over. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Here at the bottom of the ninth, one out. Up next for the Rangers, Corey Seager.
Seager.
This one in the dirt.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
In the air, right side of the infield. Altuve hauls it in, and there's two away.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Cooper had a home game for them.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
And next for the Mets, Theodore Cooper.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one finds the corner. Strike one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Zavala under this one. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting six.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Theodore Cooper. Brasso back to work. Pitch misses. And that is ball one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Next pitch is outside. Fly ball center field. Myers. And there's one down. First and second, one out. Here's Dylan Moore. Hammer, base hit. Coming home. Now a relay to third. The tag out. But they do get a run.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Cooper in his second season, 24 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're at the top of the 5th.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A massive home run. His 16th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now here is Theodore Cooper. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 10-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
At the plate, Theodore Cooper. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. That one close, rule the ball. And that's ball 2. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
This to third. Toss to Alonso. 2 away.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Cooper had a great showing in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Oh, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus, but it's a traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late and ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22, without a whip I can swoop. Feel like I'm finna my own dome with no escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work for what I make. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause the husband's hustling. And I ain't touching nothing but a mic. Clocking off the work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chilling at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever, and it's soaking my socks.
Theodore Cooper, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the New York Mets going up against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch coming your way next. So 2 down, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Theodore Cooper. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
1-0.
That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Strike 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Aguilar throws over, and he's back in easily. The 2-1. Runner on the go. Up the middle, De La Cruz. The throw to first, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom. And next is the designated hitter, Joseph Ortiz. Mullins gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Aguilar with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
To short, could be 2. The turn by McLean at second, and that's 2. 1 out, runner at second. Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. And that one is lifted in the air. Duvall settles underneath it, and there's 2 away. Two outs, and 1 in scoring position. Cooper with a couple of homers in his last game. There's a swing and a drive way back there.
Get up.
And that one hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Comes through with the RBI. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds 2. 1 gone, runner at first. Now it's the Reds DH. Joseph runner takes off, pitches low. Throw there. Safe.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher to reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base stealer.
So up next for New York, Theodore Cooper.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Duvall at second. Soto at first. 1 gone. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate and he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it falls. Runner comes in from second to score and they cut the lead. Go-ahead run is at third. Now the number 2 hitter, Joseph Ortiz. 1-0. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runner stays put at third. Liner, and this could be trouble. In comes the run from third. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Cooper could have done a bit more to help them out.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
And here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. And that's too high.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the 2nd game of the series. Grounder might be 2. The turn by McLean at second, and that's 2. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 1, the Reds coming up. One out, runner at second. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Runner breaks for third.
Ball.
Save! Dylan Cruz gets his first steal of the game. No outs, runners at first and second.
Theodore Cooper.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and they tie it. In there, he's safe. 3-2, they take the lead.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. No outs, runner on second. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, and he's out.
That's an excellent job. That's the way to come off firing right there. Very aggressive and ready to show off the arm. Keeps the run from scoring.
Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one hammered Dubon. Going back and caught on the warning track. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds 3. Phillips, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Up and in, ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lindor around second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Popped up. And that is that. But they push across 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Reds 3. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really...
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, into center field. Not in time. He's safe. Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
And he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And another ball. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. That one outside. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And at first, the batter now, Jose Altuve. Cooper, the base runner at first with one out. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. Runner on the go. Now a screamer into the outfield. Bader pulls it down. The relay throw. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. So a man at first. Jonah Heim, the next to hit for the Reds. This one in the dirt. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Swing and a ball popped up.
Take it.
He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Clean work. Jonah Heim, the next to hit for the Reds.
Jonah Heim.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Now a chance for Cedric Mullins. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out.
One ball, no
First
strike.
pitch, not close.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark.
Next
If you're a little
ball.
late, opposite field not.
Outside
2-2.
low. And the count's even at 2. So they're all loaded up. Trying
What
to
you
check
got?
his swing. Appeal to third. He went around. Tough call, but that ends the inning. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied. So 2 down. Now at the plate, Theodore Cooper. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
In the dirt, and that's ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 7-7. Back here at Great American Ballpark, on to extra innings. And stepping in for New York, Jose Altuve.
Two and two.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mullins in pursuit. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next for the Mets, Brett Baty.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 7-7. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Here.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Strike in there. And now a wide throw to third. So bases all loaded up. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim.
28, Jonah Heim.
Ball one
That's
there.
the ball. Two no's the
Little
count.
trouble with this one behind the plate. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Winning run at third. 2 down. That one hit to right. Soto sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is the inning. Huge opportunity missed there. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 7-7. Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that
No, that
misses.
missed.
And that's ball 1.
1-0.
That one
2-0.
missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 left on. 12th inning coming up. And we are tied 7-7. And now the catcher comes up to him. Theodore Cooper.
Well, he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Soto on second. Lindor at first with no outs. And now it's
1-1.
even up. Next offering
That's the
misses
ball.
down and away.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. 1 run across. He's in there. And they lead by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in extra innings. And ball 4 to a
Take
board.
your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Brandon.
First and second, no outs. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, back there. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 13-7.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Cooper was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Knocked in 5 runs on the game.
Though they may want to change how they approach him next time, because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Kiss away all your problems, just sleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor, back in your bedroom. So don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart, take it or leave it. You're turning squares in a circle, just spit it right out, you shove it right in my face. You say, hey, hey, what's your problem? Why you talking like that? Knowing I'll picture you leaving, you're not coming back. Up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor, back in mine, you're better off with 1 love, 2 miles, a missed call, and a pretty boyfriend. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart, take it or leave it. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart, take it or leave it. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba por ti, pero ya no. Pero ya no, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba por ti, pero ya no. Pero ya no, pero ya no. Conmigo ya no tiene play. Yo no quiero de tu amor fake. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Conmigo ya no tiene play. Yo no quiero de tu amor fake. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón, no. Que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por los likes. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Montay. Me compro una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ride. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me empango, no voy a manchar la Hawaii. Si no te gusta, sorry, esa es la que hay. Porque antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotions, 7 days at a time. Oh, the water's blue, and so are you. I won't be running out anytime soon. I go
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And today is draft day, Singy, an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams, they have to get it right because there's nowhere to hide in terms of what did you do with the information, who did you select, and how have you brought them through your system.
First pitch coming your way next. 2 on, 1 out. Cooper, the next to hit. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Yeah, there's the strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Edwards, the runner at third. Lindor at first. One gone. That one missed.
Could use a ground ball here.
I got a ball, one
Something in
strike.
the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Cooper was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs.
I'm sure he's happy after all that production in the last game. I went to the archives for this nugget. You know who has the most 5 RBI games in a single season? Juan Gonzalez with 8 in 1998.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in. At the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And first offering is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Right through there for a strike. Cooper knocked home 5 runs in his last game.
Man, a 5 RBI game like he had, that's pretty special. I only did that once, but I had 5 hits that day, and it came only 4 days after I had a 4 RBI game. Not trying to toot my horn, but it was a pretty good week.
Over to Diaz. Out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett Baty.
Base is empty, 1 away. Next for Cincinnati, Matt Chapman. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Cooper settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
New inning getting started. And now here is Theodore Cooper. Soto back to work. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2 keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Cooper had the kind of game you'd like to avoid. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game with the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Don't tell me wait, 'cause I'm living it now. Look,
reflejan tu mirada, la noche tú y yo.
Burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year, and it f***ed me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100+. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on a grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business loved me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated. one. My first assistant was a small town scholar, never did a till I got myself around her. My daddy looked at her the way he saw sin in me. Pinched in me, reincarnated. My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past. Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me everything that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. Put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in that lane. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven because you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony, emotion. I sent you down to earth because you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis. But now we here now. Centuries, you manipulated man with music. Embodied you stars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting it.
It's the National League All-Stars taking on the American League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one to watch.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper.
The catcher, Theodore Cooper.
Up the middle. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. That ends the frame. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Man at first, nobody out. Anthony Santander at the plate.
The designated hitter, Anthony.
Judge on the run. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Cooper in the box here lets that one go for a ball. De La Cruz off of first with 2 away. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ramirez sends it to first, and that'll do it. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. So bases all loaded up. Cooper now at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're the top half of the sixth. Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Toss to Alonso. Out to escape. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Arraez stands in. Squirts away a little bit. Torres up to third on the wild pitch.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff.
Gets under it and pops it up. Schumann. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First and second, 2 outs. Cooper, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one not close. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Strike 3, got him swinging. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
No outs, runner at first. Christopher Morel digs in now. Runner on the go. No throw, safe at second. So 2 down. Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. And the National League All-Stars hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, I'm a little biased towards the American League, having spent my entire career on that side of things. But you got to tip your cap to the National League All-Stars today. They came out knowing that they had a tough opponent on the other side. They gave the fans a nice show, but they go back into the clubhouse with the W.
Representing that first and 15. Yeah. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week, he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here. But Shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kickflip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, abandoned. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late here, so I'm sorry.
go, and so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet. Been on killing himself is what his mama said, but he was feeling himself. Got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and burials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said, "Bow, I weigh 120 pounds." Let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about. Some odd in the park.
Theodore Cooper getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Cooper hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Now it's going to be Theodore Cooper.
The catcher,
Cooper was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So one out, nobody on. Matt Higgins now at the plate. And he lays down a bunt. And he'll be safe at first. One out. Runners at first and second. Ripped, but it curls foul. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one in the air center field. And there are 2 down.
now batting the second baseman.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's the ball. Go to second. Ow!
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Now batting the catcher, Theodore Cooper.
Foul ball. Two outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that is that. So digging in, Matt Higgins. Trying to move him over here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So up next for New York, Theodore Cooper.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
This one in the air right field. Konai sizes this one up. Brings it in. That is the inning. Cooper had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
I don't want to pile on.
Someone's jealous, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're
2 on, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Matt Higgins. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 2-0.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Tyler, 31 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That's in there. That's strike 1. Hit on the ground might be 2. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike.
1-1.
Go to second. Out. And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Theodore Cooper.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one outside. And it's 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Altuve.
Two out, space is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something.
Tyler with a move to first, and he's back in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
Runner takes off, ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Mets 1. First and second, 2 outs. Gilbert getting ready to hit.
Drew Gilbert.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
dump. Lindor. He's got it. And that's the third out. So they strand a pair. 7th inning stretch time. Blue Jays 2 and the Mets 1. First and second, 2 outs. Addison Barger digs in now. Now a drag bunt, third base side. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Mets 1. At the plate, Theodore Cooper, 1 for 3.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Pulls it into the warning track. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, Blue Jays 2 and the Mets 1. Cooper had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
I'm about to change up the game. They can't look away, yeah, there's no competition. I'm about to say it, so listen. I'm about to flip up the script, yeah. Things will never be the same. Normal is boring, I'm done with your dish. No, you can't do it like me. Make it look good like me. Putting in work like me. No, you can't do it like me. No, you can't do it like me. Make it look good like me. Putting in work like me.
So up next, Drew Gilbert. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Solo runner at third, 2 men out. Cooper will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Out towards right center field. Gilbert sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. A run on 2 hits and they leave one. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 1 and the Jays nothing. So 2 down. And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball misses.
1 ball. No
throw. Save. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, second baseman. Jose.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Cooper leads off first with 1 away.
Runner, yes,
The
yes.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Not in time. He scores. It's 7-0.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
On the ground to third, Meade. Gets it to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And that one is lifted in the air. Konai puts it away. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So digging in, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
To the right side. Fires over to Hoskins. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 7 and the Jays nothing. So up next for New York, Theodore Cooper. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
On the ground to short. Hampson on to first. And that is the third out of the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Jays nothing. So 1 out, nobody on. Theodore Cooper digs in now. And that clips the inside corner. Honeywell, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No ball. 2 straight.
And down on strikes. That's the second out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Cooper had a decent showing in this one.
Oh, Booth, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
Theodore Cooper getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Michael Toglia. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto going after it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
That is it. The right fielder, number 13, Charlie Condon.
1 down. Theodore Cooper getting ready to hit. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. In the air, left side. Jones sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Soto at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses, and a full count now. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
In the air, right field, Condon under it. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. This one pops straight up near the plate. Cooper has this one sized up, hauls it in for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Tolia.
No outs, runner on second.
Let me start by saying, which one of y'all are ready to put in that work?
Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Man at second. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Michael Tolia. What's your thought in this spot? I mean, this guy's not a great contact guy, so there's not a lot of options in terms of the runner at first.
No, I think what you do over there at first base, you get a really big one-way lead. And a one-way lead means...
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 13, Charlie Condon.
1 out, runner at second. Cooper now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Doval. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Franklin hauls it in, 2 away.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Cooper with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Beat up the block and the gun, I press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no investment, deal like just.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Charlie Condon. And a bunt towards third. Gets it to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. So they strand a pair. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. So runner at second, 2 down. Cooper the next to hit. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Popped up. Gonzalez makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Cooper drops into the glove, and there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Cooper in the box now. No balls and a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Livan Soto digging in for the Rockies. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
One out, bases empty.
Catcher Theodore
Cooper measures 6 feet 6 inches, 215 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And fires in a fastball at 95. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Into center.
Got it. That's me.
Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags for home. The tag guts him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
So up next for New York, Theodore Cooper. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the runner holds.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Cooper had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me. In these poetry emotions, you don't never mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I dive, when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me. In these poetry emotions, you don't never mind me. I'm a Mac, the baby know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap.
So digging in, Hunter Goodman. 2 outs. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second, into center field. We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Theodore Cooper. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Dollander back to work. And there's a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That misses.
That's outside.
And that's ball 2. Way high.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
In the dirt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Jones makes the play, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Brett Baty.
So up next, Brett Baty. Runner on the go. Fires over to first. And there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Luis Angel.
Now it's the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Sends it across to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Rockies 2 and the Mets nothing. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Theodore Cooper.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And there's a foul ball. And it stays fair. Coming around third is Soto. Oh, he botches it. He will score, and they take the lead to second, and he's safe.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Nimmo.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Rockies 2.
Now batting, catcher
Cooper in his second season, 24 years old, and he's the reigning National League Rookie of the Year. And a strike in there. And foul ball. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Rockies 2. Theodore Cooper up now for the Mets.
The catcher, Theodore Cooper.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Caught in a rundown now. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out to dry, and the inning is over. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Rockies 2. And now the right fielder, Charlie Condon. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here at the top of the 9th. And that one gets past the catcher.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
This one in the air. Baden puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Cooper did a good job in the win. Collected 3 hits and drove in a pair of runs.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. Did some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. Think I'm a code for me. I blast the open. She from the dope for me. Locally, I be overseas. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunderthons, they told me more. Them poppy. Mini Connie, mommy, all she say is me, no poppy see. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap we eat. Baby, that's why. Baby, that's why. All that singing, never leave the spot on God, I'm Michael Irvin. 2:30 a.m. she tryna. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working, your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no mouth, then find something like a. Babe, do what I say. Like my name was Simon, y'all. Netflix. her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Star fried rice like
Theodore Cooper getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
What a stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Bottom half of inning number 1. 2 on, 1 out. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
1 out. Runners at first and second. In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. And a base hit into right. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Pulls that one foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Fastball is outside.
2-1.
Ground ball right side. Noda takes it to the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So up next, Theodore Cooper. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Graterol back to work. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Graterol, 6'1" righty, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. So 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a foul straight back. That one not close. And now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The second baseman.
Man at first, nobody out. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Moved first. Cooper dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some
runner on the go. Soft contact in the air, and that's a base hit. And now two aboard. Throw to third. Safe. And runners at the corners to start the inning.
Clifford.
And stepping in for New York, Ryan Clifford. This one in the air. One down.
The batter, the third baseman, Justin Harris.
So digging in, Dustin Harris. First and third, one down. Swing and a line drive, base hit to left field. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single. It's 6-3. Runner at first with two away. And next for LA, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe.
First offering, runner goes. Strike in there.
No ball, one strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Cooper could have done a bit more to help them out.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Listen, I'm back on the road again. Been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you taste your drink. Though you just gotta open your eyes. This water's up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love.
So two down. Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And a breaking ball misses outside.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
The 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 3-1. And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Jose Altuve up now for the Mets. The other way. And a base hit. Coming around third is Soto. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 2-0.
Batting 7, the left-hander on the mound, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
One ball.
In the dirt. Lined into right. Dives, and he can't hang on. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. So up next, Brett Baty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 on to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 2 and the Angels nothing. Brendan Donovan, the next to hit for the Angels.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's the 3rd out. Angels held in check. They trail it here 2-0.
Now batting, catcher Theodore
Cooper in his 2nd season, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
In the air, left field, Donovan on the move. And that'll do it. So, first and second, 2 outs. Donovan now at the plate. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off down the right side. Detmers in his 7th season, 28 years old. A former first-round pick in 2020. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. Now fly ball to right center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
You just can't take your eyes off of Mike Trout. Whether he's at the plate or in the outfield, this guy's something special. May go down as the best we've ever seen. Incredible diving catch right there.
Throw to second. Out. So 2 away with nobody on. Theodore Cooper digs in now. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. So a man at first. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, John Huerta.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Grisham leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This one in the air. Altuve. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the... So runner at second, 2 down. Cooper, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ball popped up. Lugo under this one. And that is that. 2 left. Cooper did well enough for them.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
First and second, 2 outs. Cooper will hit next. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Cooper pulls that one down, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
1 out, base is empty. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 5-2. Now the tag at third, and they got him. And that'll keep more runs. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Theodore Cooper. Dana back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. 0 for 3 in this one. Ripped to third and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. One down. Theodore Cooper up now for the Mets. Well struck left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And they add a couple more. It's 8-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Cooper with a good game to help lift them to the win. Had only one hit but made it count with a homer.
No, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. The making of the mob, the changing of the guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb, the big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds, the victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder, if there's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one.
Theodore Cooper looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the New York Mets going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the White Sox DH, Luis Garcia. Popped up. Cooper settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 8.
So digging in, Theodore Cooper. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
In the air on the infield, Montgomery. He makes the grab. One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Bunting for a hit. It's safe at first. A bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
That one's in there. 0-1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Throw home, he beats it. And they take a 2-run lead.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Cooper with a homer in his last game. In the air, right field, Muller on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose.
Man at first with one gone. Luis Arraez stands in. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Now a pop-up on the infield. Lindor. And there are 2 outs. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Theodore Cooper. Iriarte back to work. That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And the 9th inning starts with a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home, safe, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Joe Adell.
Number 7, Joe Adell.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Winning run at third, 2 down. Oh, trouble with the fastball, and it gets away from him. Hellman up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Trying to send this extra innings. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. That one missing inside. The winning run at third. Here the last half of inning number 9. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving. Kyle Teel digs in now.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
2-2 to count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Got to go right after him here. Don't want to walk in that winning run. Let's see what happens.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, this is a tough way to lose a ball game, but that's the danger when you load the bases in the 9th. It's going to sting a little bit, but you got to be ready to turn the page and come back for the next game.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here's the third baseman, Michael Hellman.
Right side, the third baseman, Michael Hellman.
This one in the air. Cooper under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 8.
So 1 out, nobody on. Theodore Cooper up now for the Mets. Cooper getting the start at catcher, 24 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Kicks and deals.
Ball, that's out.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one is absolutely belted. Carlson ranging back on it. And gone. His 19th home run of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
The right fielder.
So a man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Patrick Muller. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Throw there. Safe. Two outs, base is empty. Strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. That one blasted deep to right. Muller ranging back, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Cooper makes the catch, and there's one down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
And now here is Theodore Cooper. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Ball
That's
one there.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Lindor stands at first with 1 out. On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
First and second, 1 out. So up next for New York, Ryan Clifford.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two on, 1 out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. He beats the tag, and they lead by 4.
That's 3 singles in a row. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's the catcher, Theodore Cooper. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Get up,
lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. This is Dylan Carlson. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped up. Harris. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop Colton Montgomery.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Theodore Cooper. He's already homered here in this one. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And a foul ball. Lindor off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Missed inside with the curve. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. To third. Hellman. And the inning is over. So they strand a pair. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 7 and the White Sox 2. Cooper had a sensational showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
back at right field. Top of the second, and now Theodore Cooper. Cannon back to work. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 20 on the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now it's Luis Garcia. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Garcia.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second, and he's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. On the ground right side. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Cooper up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
One ball,
I
one
think
strike.
the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Corrals it, and that'll do it. So 2 down, Theodore Cooper up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. The tying run at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tying run at the plate. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Muller makes the play, and that is that. Cooper did well in the losing effort. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boo. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed the results. They didn't win, but he can be proud.